We'll say good morning. Today is Wednesday. It's the 27th of December. The year is almost over, and it's about 8 a.m. as I am speaking. So we'll start off the morning with a beautiful picture from Pam Peters of Calabash Bight. I think this might be first light at dawn. This time of year, we also get nice sunsets even on the south side because the sun is kind of on the south side, low in the sky. But on the south side, generally, we get this beautiful sunrises that come up over on our side. So that's what we're looking at there. And then we'll move to something that's on its way, and that's why we're doing a video today. We have this norther on its way coming right towards us. The worst winds will be here Saturday, and that'll be the worst day to be at sea. We'll start to see winds switch to the north tomorrow, though, so we're going to go through time and talk about that. Let's go back to Wednesday right now, and we have very light and variable winds. As we go through the day on Thursday, we'll see in the morning the winds from the west, and then in the afternoon the winds from the north, although not very strong, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Seas maybe getting up to 3 feet tomorrow evening. As we get through Friday, the winds get closer. This is the icon, and it brings the winds a little earlier than the other forecasts do. So this is 3 a.m. on Saturday, and it has us at 25 mile an hour winds, whereas the Euro brings the winds a little later in the day. So as we get towards 5 p.m., we see a prediction of a 40 mile an hour wind gust. That's pretty strong. The GFS a little more conservative, and I think this is probably more accurate, getting up towards 30 miles an hour north winds on Saturday. What does that mean for our seas? Well, let's go back to where we are now. Seas are pretty tranquil, about 1 foot all around the islands. As we get into Thursday, we start seeing them come up a little bit, and the direction starting to come a little bit more from the northeast. Now on Thursday, we see the seas coming straight out of the north around 2 feet, and Friday up to around 3 feet. But then on Saturday, this is the day to watch out for. We have 9-foot seas predicted on the north side. As we get towards Utila, going towards the coast, a little lighter, 4 to 5 feet, but still not a day you'd want to be on the sea. Sunday, things come calm a little bit to 5 feet, and then by Monday, back to 3 to 4 feet. So on the backside of this norther, things are going to be pretty wavy, but especially on Saturday. So let's take a look at the GFS, the predicted rain coming our way. We'll start to see an increase in rainfall on Thursday, Friday, and then you go into Saturday and you start seeing these little reds pop up. That's the heavy rain. So, car passing by my house here on Jonesville Point, excuse me. But on Saturday we may see some very heavy rainfall. So and also I want to point out that on the GFS it keeps the rain lingering into Sunday and maybe even Monday, the first day of the new year. The Euro and some of the other forecasts don't do that. They pretty much get the rain out of here on Sunday morning. So here's the Euro, and we're picking up the reds there on Saturday as some heavy rainfall. As we get into Sunday afternoon, it clears us out into Monday with a little bit of return moisture on Tuesday. So many of the forecast models are a little better for us Sunday afternoon into Monday. The GFS wants to keep the rain around Sunday afternoon into Monday. Let's talk about rainfall. Thursday, we're looking at about a ½ inch for most of us. That's the prediction for most of us for Thursday. As we go into Friday, a little heavier on the rainfall, looking at about 1.5 inches for most of the prediction models, about 1 inch on the Euro. And then Saturday's the big day. Let's go to the Euro here. I was in the wrong Euro. Saturday, so Sunday at midnight, and 2 to 3 inches on the Euro. The GFS 3 inches, and the icon about 1 inch, but just a little bit to our south, it's giving us a lot more rain. Now let's see the total rainfall that we expect through this whole period, accumulated total precipitation. And you can see you got a bullseye down here near La Ceiba with close 7 to 8 inches, giving us close to 4 inches. The GFS gives us a little more rain towards 4 inches, and the Euro coming in about 3 inches. So be careful if you get in those heavy rainfalls, and we could have extended periods of rain on Saturday especially. You can get a lot of rain really quick. So some people may blow past these 3 to 4 inch predictions and get up to the 5 or 6 inch area. But on the positive side, we definitely get some cooler air out of this. So this is what we call temperature anomaly in the upper atmosphere. Now as we get towards the surface, the sea kind of moderates our temperature. So it's really hard to get very cool temperatures down here at sea level. It's easier to see the cold air above our heads. And that's what this map does. So right now we're above average. We've been into the upper 80s for some of us in the afternoons. Average is around 83, 4, right in there this time of year. As we get into Friday, we start seeing back down to average temperature, so low 80s for highs and mid 70s for lows. But then as we get into Saturday, look at this cold air, and really cold air to our north over Cuba. But we're getting the blues, so that means below average temperatures, low 70s for lows and upper 70s for highs. And that takes us into next week. The early part of next week looks quite cool. As we get towards the end of next week, then we're back into the warm temperatures again. All right, so that's what we're looking for. Be careful, especially Saturday. That is the weather action day, you may say, for us. Stay off the seas and be very mindful of those northerly winds and the possibility of heavy rainfall. All right, thank you guys, and we'll see you later.